Okay, here we go. Potentially last game of the day. Krux is down one. He must beat the Mista to remain in the tournament. He was one of our finalists in Act 1. And we're currently seeing our number 2 and number 3 seeds face off against each other. Will the Mista upset him? We're going to find out right now. We've currently got Krux playing as Beta in the top right of Coastlands. His opponent playing as Beta in the bottom left of Coastlands. They're both going with a single refinery and a single factory opening. And we're probably going to see a very close mirror once again as this game gets underway. Commandos are cooking now out of both of the initial factories. And the Mista has thrown up an offensive wall on the initial expansion here. Krux will scout the single factory opening from his opponent. Nothing crazy happening from either player. This turret will complete. Commando hops on. Two commandos complete here in Mista's base. Krux has stopped commando production. Looks like he's gonna maybe go for a proxy, or no. Commando production has resumed. He throws up a couple of offensive walls of his own. Don't think that those two commandos are gonna be able to destroy those in time. Krux has another turret going up there. Meanwhile, Krux is throwing up a refinery now. Getting on pretty early. Potentially before Mista's complete. Although Mista has built only one turret, Krux has built 3, so his refinery is going to be that much later. Small hub is about to complete. It's got commandos continuing to protect and scout the area. Mista still has one commando sitting on this turret here. The 3 commandos in this area should be sufficient to prevent Krux from manning those turrets, and he'll probably be able to get those cleaned up soon. And we also have the wall turret that was being built over here got destroyed before complete, and there's Mista's second refinery. Extractor is going up now. Oh wait, what? Oh, Krux is blue. I totally have the players backwards. Oops. Okay. I'm totally wrong about everything that is happening. Krux is the one whose second refinery just completed, and the Mista is the one who's placing all of the aggressive wall turrets. Not quite able to get rid of the Mista's turret there as it's building. Although it's pretty low, he may just finish it off with commandos, and he's got 2 factories going up. Meanwhile, here, the Mista is setting up this kind of defensive position. This turret is going to be like a little bit annoying, but thanks to the brush, he will be able to clean that up soon. Although I think Krux is repairing it right now, which is why it's dying so slowly. It's going to take a while to get rid of that, and Krux is actually repairing that while he waits for his commandos to arrive to support in this engagement. Mista has thrown up a defensive turret of his own, which is going to interfere with Krux's ability to attack move. He's taking a lot of damage trying to get into the brush, and he loses 2 commandos without inflicting anything in return. Krux will not be able to get any harassment done on that refinery. And predators are being produced here in Krux's base. He may be utilizing those to clear out these towers from his expansion, allow him to get some more refineries up. Meanwhile, the Mista is on still 2 refineries, working on this turret, which I think Krux is still repairing, right? I think so. Should probably stop repairs on that. That is just constant economic drain. If that is repairing, that is costing him a lot of catalyst. Not really that much gain. Krux is setting up an advanced position here, right outside of the Mista's base. Probably get some harassment done on this refinery, which as of right now is extremely lightly defended. And I think that's exactly what Krux is going to try and do once this Predator arrives. And the Mista has set up a really advanced position here in Crux's base. This Harvester line is going to struggle a little bit, but there isn't a turret here right by the Mista's turret. Once the Predator makes it there, there won't really be any way for the Mista to continue harassing this Harvester line, so Krux has restored this income source. And here comes Crux's harassment on the rear Harvester line now. Nice, he's picking up everything that comes out of these factories and has completely shut down this this refinery, meaning the Mista is now operating on only one refinery, which is going to make it very hard for him to expand. Krux is in a very strong position here. He takes out the extractor. He's now working on the refinery itself, and having a Predator here to supplement his damage and killing everything that comes out of this factory is a huge win for him, especially since he committed such a small force. If he takes out that small hub, he's really going to be catapulted into the lead. Oh, here comes the Mista trying to counter-harass his aggression into Crux's base. Looks like it's going to be equally successful. Krux is trying to throw up some defensive walls in reaction to this, and he's massing Predators. 2 Predators may be enough to get rid of these commandos, but he's losing a lot of income. Meanwhile, Krux in Mista's base has taken out that hub. All production has halted from these 2 factories, but counter-aggression is coming. I think Mista will win this. Predator doing a lot of damage, though. It's happening in Crux's base. Looks like he forced those commandos away from the Harvester line, but they're still looking for opportunities in the area, but 3 Predators should be enough to force them away completely. And in the Mista's base, man, they are both fighting tooth and nail in each of each other's bases. This is crazy. These 3 commandos, what? What? Wow! Look at that! Krux successfully fends off aggression in his base and applies aggression in his opponent's base. His engagements just go so much better because he threw Predators into the mix, and the game's over, which means we are going to see the ace game. Short break, and then we're going to go into game 3 of the series.